What do you feel? No, what do you feel? Okay, so everyone practice, ready? What do you feel? Okay, turn to your partner and what do you feel? What do you feel? All right, down in the back, tough guy, did you do it? Did you practice? All right, good. All right, because it is manly to ask people what they feel. What are you looking for in a home? And then they tell you, and then you let them know that you listen to them, and you say, I hear what you're saying. And guess what they got? You listened. Does like and trust go up again? Does credibility go up again? Do they want to work with you? Yes, because you pay attention to them. Isn't that interesting? All right. I hear what you're saying. Does that sound good to you? Now watch this. Based on what you told me, I know we're going to enjoy working together. And I want you to get this. Don't just, or you got it right here, based on what you told me. And then I just added, I know we're going to enjoy working together. When I say I know we're going to enjoy working together, do you see how I just created a psychological contract, an agreement that we're working together? Okay, but it was way better than that. So for the people that started writing way the way, you really missed it. Because I said, right here, based on what you told me, watch my head, put a smile on my face, and I say, I know we're going to enjoy working together. Isn't that cool? Now you can't do this like a bobblehead. Okay, so it's slight. I know we're going to enjoy working together. Isn't that cool? I learned that from watching Star Wars. These aren't the droids you're looking for. All right, so you slow down and you come from feeling, and guess what? People don't get you have commission breath. They get you really care about them. Okay? Now, how do you feel about us getting together on the weekend? Are weekends best for you to look at homes? What did I just do? Didn't we talk about meet the caller, set an appointment? Am I just now setting an appointment? What days work best for you? Are weekends better for you? See that? Cool. Okay? I'll contact you tomorrow. Okay, I want you to see this. I'll contact you when? Okay, if I say I'll contact you next month, do you think you found somebody else by then? Okay, so there's an urgency. I'll contact you tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to check on the computer. I'll contact you tomorrow. We'll set these things up. Now, if they want to see homes tonight, I'm not going to contact them tomorrow. Do you get what I'm saying? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They called in. I'm going to say, are you available to see homes this evening? Yes, we are. Are you available to see homes this evening? No, we bowl. Okay, well, I don't want you to not bowl. So what day would work for you? Well, we bowl on Monday, and Tuesday's American Idol, and Wednesday's Dancing with the Stars, and Thursday's this. And it's like, okay. And you think I'm kidding. There are really people like that. Okay, so clearly, watch what I'm going to say now. So clearly weekends work better for you. Yes, nothing's on the weekends. All right?
They make great referrals.
And you want to be respectful to people. Okay? Okay, now I want to share something here. These different personalities we're talking about, I want to get clear on this. None of them is better than the other one. They're just different. And I want you to really, really get this. When you can appreciate and respect the differences, the difficulty goes away. There's no such thing as difficult people. There's just different people. They have different experience. They have different perspectives than you do. But when we enter their world and find out what's important to them, we find that they're not that hard to work with. So we respect them, we appreciate them, and we work the way they want us to work. And it's real simple. When I got somebody that's a little bit difficult, you know what I say to them? You're the boss, I work for you. You know what they say? Yeah, I like that I'm the boss. And all of a sudden, guess what happens? The resistance goes down. Okay, we're on the same team. All right, how do you feel about it? I'll contact you tomorrow. Let me make sure I've got a handle on what you want. Now, I've been talking fast, and then I've slowed down. Have you noticed that? I've been doing vocal variety of moving. That's speed up, slow down. I talk to somebody, they say, hi, how are you doing? I say, good, how about yourself? And they're talking faster, and if I say, oh, how are you? Okay, do you think that might be a disconnect? Because they're like, fast, this guy's gonna drive me crazy, he talks that slow. And then I got somebody that's moving up from down south. Hey, how y'all doing? Okay. Oh, I'm doing really great, how are you? Okay, do you think that's a disconnect that way too? So if someone's talking slow, slow down, even if you're a fast talker. If someone's talking fast and you tend to be a slow talker, can you speed it up just a little bit? The answer is yes. Okay? All right, bottom of the page 2. I want you to check this. This whole thing here, put a big circle on that. You want to make more money? Make people feel good, make them feel smart. Okay? You know what? I'm glad you called on this home. You picked a good one. Hey, honey, I picked a good one. That was the one I picked. You get that? Do they like you better because you made them feel smart? Yes! So do it! You know what? This home you're calling on, this property is an excellent value. In fact, We just toured it this week. You know, I took a realtor tour, I did this thing. Oh my gosh, this thing is like so underpriced. Are you available to see it this evening? Did I just create some urgency? This is not going to last. You see this, everybody? That's how you sell homes in one day. Okay? Don't wait to see this one. We're getting a lot of calls on this property. All right? All right, so go back to page 1. Let's fill in all the blanks. Did we get the odds are against you? Is that where we're at for blanks?
Yep.
Okay, here we are. We're going to go through this. First one, the caller has the advantage. They know who they're calling. They're the caller. They know who they are. They know their name. We don't. Okay, so they have the advantage. Next one, they know who they're calling. They looked you up on the internet. They were on your website. They called your company. You got that? They know whose name's on the sign, on the listing. They know who they're calling. They know what information they want. How many bedrooms, what's the square footage, what's the price. Got that? And if I say to you the price is $129 and they can only qualify for $100, guess what they say? Click. Too high, honey, not in our price range. Get what I'm saying? If I say the price is $129 and they say, oh my gosh, it's nice as we thought it was more. We can qualify for $179. This is what we're looking for. Click. Do you see that? By giving out too much information, you lose money. All right? And you'll see, I've got it all scripted out for you. I have all kinds of language that you can study, you can practice, you can get in groups and do this. I wanted to be live for you today. I wanted to be here, and you can study the rest of the stuff, all right? Next one. They're trying to eliminate you. Listen, they really don't want to talk to 17 realtors, but there were 17 on the open house, there were 17 in the newspaper, there were 17 on the .com, there were 17 that they figured these are kind of nice. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't want 17 realtors. So what do they do when they're calling? They're hoping to wipe you out. So you got to imagine that they have this big red marker and you're on the phone with them and they want to X you out. Do you want to be X'd out? No way. Okay? Don't give up all this stuff. They can end, next blank, they can end the conversation at any time. It's called click. They think all they need is information. Just give me the information. Just give me the address. Just give me the phone number. Just give me, okay? Now, a pro doesn't just give out information. If you want to make a little note there, they trade information. I'll be happy to tell you anything you want. I'm just curious, how long have you been looking? Now, the home you're calling on is really a special home. Usually when people call on this home, they have a home to sell. Have you already sold your home? See that? What am I now checking out? Not only their motivation to see this home, but do you have a listing I can get as I work with you as a buyer? Isn't that cool? 2 questions in seconds. Watch the tape. Pay-per-view. John Eckerly.
Do you take credit cards?
They don't think they need your services. No, we're looking at our own. No, we can find it on our own. No, we're pretty good at this. We've been clicking on the internet for the last 9 months. And the last one, they don't want to be pressured or bothered. Well, no, we haven't given our name to anybody because we don't want to be bothered. So put the odds in your favor by making the professional decision to stop giving out so much information. Ask more questions. Jot down next to that, ask more questions. Engage people, get them involved. And then it says right here, being great on the phone means you trade information with them. Okay? Now, why preparation is important? A, you're going to feel more confident. If you know what you're doing and you're confident in what you're doing, guess what? They want to work with you. Next one, you'll be in a better position to create value. That's another thing. If you go back and watch the tape, you'll see that when I asked my questions, they were forwarding the action, they were creating value, they were creating a compelling reason for you to continue to work with me, talk with me, create more value. Okay? So if you know what homes are being advertised, and by the way, if you're new in the business, I would highly recommend, do you guys do like an all realtor tour? Do you do company tours? Do you do things like that here at all? Does your board or association do like a Tuesday, it's all the realtors from different companies open it up?
No.
Okay, then I would get in little groups, and I would carpool. And I would say, okay, let's call, and just call and say we're previewing these properties. There's going to be 2 or 3 of us coming through our company. And then go through during the day when most sellers are at home. They're not at home, they're at work. And when people aren't there, you can zip through their home in 5 minutes. Okay, and then take some notes. And this way, when you go on an appointment, and they say, have you sold any homes in the area? How many homes have you sold? How many listings do you currently have? You can say, well, I held the one open around the block. In fact, did you see the Jones around the block? I went and previewed that property. See what I'm saying now? Oh, well, then you must know what you're doing. Isn't that interesting? You still haven't sold anything, but now it sounds like you know what you're doing. All right, page 2. Be mentally prepared, have a positive attitude. They have proven over and over and over that people with positive attitudes are healthier, heal faster, and make more money. And you want to get this. The next phone call you get might be the best call you get all day. Heck, it might be the best call you get all month. See, so my attitude was, when that phone rang, that was an opportunity for me. I was going to do everything I could to convert that. Be enthusiastic. Imagine the caller is with you in your office. Listen, have you ever talked to somebody for a while, and then when you meet them, it's like, oh, I thought you were going to look different. Or they say that to you. Isn't that interesting how the human mind starts like figuring out these people sound like this, so they must look like this? So just imagine that, like, they're in the office talking with you, because then you, all of a sudden, you have more energy. And D, oh my gosh, is this ever important? Focus. Right on. Focus on that call. I don't care if somebody is dancing nude. Okay, I don't care if they just spilled hot coffee on themselves. I don't care what's going on. This call right now is the most important thing to that caller that called in. Would you agree? Because they're judging you by how, oh, wait a minute, someone's dancing nude. Hold on a second. They're not going to be there when you come back. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, I used a visual like that. And it would be scary if it was John dancing nude.
This is Vision Realty Center.
So what I'm telling you is, no matter what's going on, somebody spills a coffee next to you, it doesn't matter. This call is the most important. Got it? Okay. So, establish rapport, care about people, and they'll care about you. We talked about this. Remember, before they were buyers, they were people. Sometimes we forget that. First impression, smile, be enthusiastic. Have we talked a couple times today about smiling, being energetic? It makes a big difference. Heck, we just did a couple of breathings, and all of you sat down after 3 breaths, and you were all smiling. Just from breathing. Okay? So how you say something is sometimes more important than what you actually say. And I want you to relax when you're on this phone call, when you're at an open house, when you're meeting with people. If you're open, they'll be open. But if you're uptight and tense, guess what they're going to be? Uptight and tense. So I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my open house. I'm glad you came out today. See that? Boom. All right. Now we covered the rest of this page. So now let's move to 3. And on 3, you can see there's no blanks. So it's all filled in for you. So if it's okay with you, can I kind of go through this at a pretty fast pace? You can come back later on and lock it down. Okay. Ask for and then use the caller's name. Oh my gosh, have we done that already? What a surprise how many things are in this 9-page handout we've already done this evening. So now it's just a review for you. You're a pro. You want to use powerful words and professional phrases, because guess what? People who are professional make more money. Now, they recently had an Academy Awards and the Emmys and all this other kind of stuff. Do you know that the actors and actresses who won those awards didn't write the scripts? They just delivered them in a compelling way. Isn't that cool? And you know, when you have a really good actor or actress, when you go into the movie and you parked your car and you walked in and you stood in line and you paid for the ticket and you got popcorn or whatever it is that you do, and you found where you were going to sit, and you sat down and you were talking to the person that you were with you, and then the movie starts, and if it's a really good movie, guess what happens? In a couple of minutes when the movie starts, you forget you're in the movie theater. You're in the movie. Isn't that interesting? That's what I'm talking about. Deliver your lines like a high-paid professional. And when you do that, you get an Academy Award called a commission check. Okay? So these are what I found poor, broke, struggling real estate agents say. They say all the words here on the left underneath the column where I have don't say. Well, I'm not sure if they'll come down. Well, I'll try to get a hold of that agent. I'm going to have to check with the seller. Isn't that interesting? It's almost like I'm bothering you. I'm sorry, I'm just the buyer. I just called in to try and buy something. I didn't really mean to ruin your day. I'm sorry I interrupted you. See, that's all this negative stuff over here. But look, if you shift it, instead of saying, well, I'm not sure, I'd be happy to find that out. Which one do you want to work with? I'm not sure if we can do that versus I'd be happy to find that out. Okay, next one. Well, I'll try to do it. You know what? I will follow up with you. See the difference? People pay for results. They pay for action. They pay for people who are committed to making a difference. Well, I'm going to have to check with my broker. You know what? I'd be glad to check on that with you, with my broker. What number can I call you back at? See how easy it is? All right. So you can practice the good and the bad there. At Vision Realty Centers, we lead the conversation by being proactive, not reactive.